G'day, how's it going, locomotive enthusiasts, and welcome to GF Wise Gaming Australia, home to Train Sim World 2 and Train Sim World 2020. I am your locomotive enthusiast and train driver for Train Sim World, the Aussie Rambo. How you all going? You have come to the right place for all things Train Sim World, as we have information videos leading up to the release date of Train Sim World 2 here at GF Wise Gaming Australia. And I do apologise for this latest information video, though, from us here at GF Wise Gaming Australia. Over the last week, we've had a fair few issues with our internet supplier. And what happened was the local council cut our internet cable, digging up the old footpath here earlier last week. And we didn't have the internet for a fair few days. And we've been having a few issues since then as well. And I've also been taking time out doing other things. So I do hope you appreciate your understanding that we haven't been able to get to our information videos as quick as we would like to normally for Train Sim World 2. But we're back on track this week, ladies and gentlemen. As we say, we have a derail, and it takes a while for the track to be prepared, and we're back on the rails right now. So today we're going to be bringing you free of the latest information stuff that's happened over the last week for Train Sim World 2 here at GF Wise Gaming Australia. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we will be live streaming on launch of, as soon as it launches on PC Steam here in Australia for Train Sim World 2 on launch night. We will be with you for a fair few hours on a live stream, on the special live stream launch here at GF Wise Gaming Australia, as well as we will be moving Saturday night on the rails live streams over from Train Sim World 2020 to Train Sim World 2, and we will be starting a new midweek live stream as well on Wednesday nights here in Sydney time zone, and that will be the World of Trains, the midweek World of Trains, and we will give you the local times for London and New York when we get closer to the release. So give you a bit more information on one of our upcoming Train Sim World 2 videos about the details on our midweek episode that we will be doing. All right, so let's get into the information, shall we? The latest Get a Grip, ladies and gentlemen, was the first one that they did last week, and you can see here a beautiful, awesome photo of Ice Train slowing down, sort of getting the brakes on with some sparks. So yeah, you can see there's some sparks in it now, so that looks pretty mint. I'm not sure if I've actually noticed sparks before with Train Sim World 2020, but I can definitely notice it on this one. Absolutely stunning. And you can see there it's in the a winter's day. It's not snowing now, but it's just the wind. It has been snowing, so the track would be a bit iced up and that. So feel the slip and slide of the wheels. With Train Sim World 2, the Simu graphic vehicle dynamics engine has been evolved, adding realism to the physics for the first time. A exciting feature that allows you to feel the train's grip of the rails in a variety of conditions for the first time. Driving trains will never feel so real. There's changes on how your train responds to the conditions of the rails, and how you operate the controls, train weight, weather conditions, the track grade. That's the track grading is when you're going up and down hills, and on the level of smooth, like flat surface, obviously. Type of locomotive. Throttle and brake positions, all efforts on how the locomotive and train behaves. An empty train on the grade will behave differently to a fully loaded train, which is pretty cool, requiring you to adopt a technique and make use of features such as sanding, which we do have sanding now. Sanding is a feature that sort of gives you more power. If you're going uphill, you put it up towards the arrow going upwards, downwards if you want less, and so forth. But it's never really, in my eyes, sort of I don't know. It hasn't been featured as hardcore. So I don't know. Maybe this time on the Buccaloo line, departing from Oxford Circle Station towards Piccadilly Circuit. Circus, the grade of the line increases dramatically as it dips below sea level. Should you apply the brakes in such fashion and at the same distance as you had at the previous stop, you'll likely to overshoot the platform due to the increased grade of the line and lack of traction. Wow. Perfecting your braking point becomes critical when learning a new route. So obviously, it's going to be like when I first started out in Train Sim World, and it took a while for me to get used to the game. Don't bag me at first when we go live streaming and do uploaded videos on my gameplay, because obviously this is all new to us. There's new style of grip and style and on the rails and that, so we have to get used to the game. So do understand, folks, that I don't know if I'm going to be good or not, so I can't give you an honest answer now if I'm going to still have the skill level as I ever got on Train Sim World 2020 over with this new game. So do understand it probably will take a little bit of time for me to maybe do some camera angles and stuff like that, but don't get me wrong, I'm going to try all these things straight up anyway, because like me being the type of person I am with the game, I just like to get straight into the point and don't muck around and give you the best experience possible. So I will try, folks. So that's all I can do. So the braking and lack of traction, perfect braking point becomes critical when learning a new route. Doesn't just change on how you stop. In the same patch grade, you will experience a real challenge of hauling a long, heavy freight on steep grades. If you go in a certain way, though, you'll go uphill most of the way. If you go the other way, you'll go downhill most of the way. So there is a different challenge on either end. And obviously people that are used to the same patch grade that play on PC like myself would know that. One way is more downhill and the other way is uphill more. Sort of like on the Northern Transpennine is like that. One way is more downhill than it is uphill. So yeah. Getting a train full of brim with coal over the impossible mountains will be a real challenge. Applying the power too quickly and the wheels will lose their grip. Taking away the virtual power when it's needed the most. Understanding when to use sand to improve grip will be critical to overcoming some situations. Going uphill may be easy, but consider how you need to manage a downhill descent with the same heavy haul. Weather will be additional, obviously challenge with the grip as well, as you've seen on that photo there with the snow. There'll definitely be challenged when a track's got ice on it, and water on it would be definitely a challenge. Considering this carefully when powering over in the winter German landscape and the 250 kilometers with the DB BR 406 Ice M3M on the Colin Agan line. Will apply too much brake and your wheels will lose grip entirely as your train skates over the icy track, challenging not just your braking point but the amount of actual control that you have over the train. Ahead of each scenario or service, you will get an overview of your information on its weight and length, so you can adjust as you need to with the conditions. Perfecting the right technique to all weather conditions, mastering the locomotives and stock and learning services and understanding of each route will be a definite challenge for everybody out there. And I really think that you just got to. I've always had the motto for people that have always asked me questions about certain things on the game, that my motto is the more that you play on a certain train and a certain route, the more understanding and more skill level that you will get, and the more easier it will get over time. So you just got to continue to be consistent and sweat until you master your skills. Then you can move on, maybe adding some more features that could be on the train that you would have disabled. You can start learning those skills as well, like I've had with having CIFA disabled for so long. I'm now learning CIFA, and I'm using CIFA. I can't use DZP because DZP is just absolutely a killer, and that's something I'm still trying to learn myself as well with DZP. So that's something that I'm honest with you guys that I cannot get a grip on, and I just keep getting the 1000 HZ thing or the 500 HZ thing come up every time I use it. So I can't use DZP. I'm not sure if you have to use DZP and CIFA at the same time, or you use one or the other. But anyway, I cannot get a grip on that, so that's something I have to look at as well. Anyway, so you got to perfect the right techniques, and yeah, you'll see over time that we will definitely try those techniques. There you see another picture there of the Sandpatch Grade CSX train, locomotive diesel train there. There's a couple of them there. You can see in that photo there in the pouring rain. Absolute stunning photo there. And here's another one just here, folks, of the London Underground, the Buckaloo line. So yeah, Bakerloo line, sorry. And it says Elephant to Castle. And there you see another beautiful photo of the CSX as it's coming to the summit part, just looks like. And there's a picture of the 422 DB as well, folks, in one of the main stations. I think that is at Colin. I'm not too sure, but yeah, beautiful, another great photo there of one of the DB trains for the train route. So that is that information, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into the next one, shall we? And the next one is the pushing the buttons. And here we have a photo, ladies and gentlemen, inside the 422 DB. If everybody is a hardcore fan of Train Sim World 2020, you would all know about this train, wouldn't you? So looking at this, doesn't look like anything has changed with the train. Obviously, this screen is for you press one of these buttons down the bottom, then you press 2, I think it is, and then 1, and then you can bring up the stations you can go through, and you just go through the list with the up and down buttons here, and then as soon as you get the right station, just press E, that's enter, and then you just clear it, and they'll bring that up. You got send in one of these ones here. I think it's this one, if I remember rightly. This is the paragraph up and so forth. Then you got the door releases button and everything here. Here's the accelerator button and this is the brake. Accelerating, decelerating, and so forth. This up here is to start the train. This one just here. So this is for your forward, neutral, reverse, and off. Obviously, you got to put the key in first for it to work. So you put the key in first. Make sure you put the key in, and it works straight up. So there's another skill level there. Obviously, no smoking on the train, and yeah, beautiful. Very nicely done. Just a little bit of explaining there for you guys. So we've got some screenshots here. In here is another screenshot here of the inside the fuse box on the Sandpatch Grade train. Okay, what's going on here? I do apologize. I've had a malfunction just there. So yeah, here's a fuse box inside the Sandpatch Grade. There's a few buttons up here that give you the what can I say? The lights for the numbers on the fronts of and backs of the train, as well as other lighting features and so forth. There's all kinds of different things in the fuse box. I'm not sure. I can't tell you what what's what at this particular time, because maybe there'll be more features this time in the fuse boxes and whatnot that you can use. So I can't guarantee you everything. Talk about that sort of. And here we got another beautiful photo here, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Buckaloo train, I do believe. So very, very nicely done there. You can see some over here, some buttons. There's a fair few buttons over here as well. So that's very interesting. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting buttons to choose from. So let's read a little bit. Okay, so the 1972 Mark II offers a unique, equally in-depth area of controllers for you to master. Precision is the key element of driving these units as you keep to the schedule on the complex rush hour on the London Underground. In Train Sim World 2, you will get to sit in the most important seat on the Bakerloo line. I keep saying Buckaloo, don't I? Bakerloo line, and it's up to you to get people to your destination in time. And here's another photo of the CSX GP 38/2. And all you people in the Sandpatch grade on 2020 would know about TSW 2020, that is, would know all about this one. That is a brake lever. That is another brake lever. This is the acceleration, and this on here is the reverse. Sorry, I do believe that is the acceleration. I'm not sure. And this is the it's one or the other. I know that. That goes the forward, reverse, neutral. You got to put that in. Actually, you got to put the lever in and get that going. And down here, there's different another different little feature as well that changes the style. There's button switches there. The engine and all of that here. This is the front lights. This is the back lights. So yeah, there's a lot of different features there. So yeah. And then we got, ladies and gentlemen, the ICE train. So boasting rail technology, the DBBR 406 lets you easily control your train through high speed sections of the line and safely back into regular line speed sections with the assistance of the from the PZB and the LZB safety systems. This transaction will be flawless and comfortable ride for your passengers. For the most experienced driver, both PZB and LZB will be turned on depending on how much of a challenge you want to be driving. So LZB will be very interesting. So yeah. So yeah, I will. Don't get me wrong. I'm trying to learn PZB now before I get to TSW 2. So that's something that I'm trying to get my hand on. But anyway, and here we see the CSX AC 4400CW on the another locomotive on the Sandpatch grade. This cabin, I can't tell you how much I absolutely love the inside of this train and the desk and everything on this particular one. It is so absolutely stunning. I really like it. It's just really, really nice to drive this particular locomotive on the Sandpatch grade. Really, really beautiful locomotive artwork there. So let's get into the what have we got here? Take control. So this is the final information, ladies and gentlemen, right now, and here is a beautiful photo of the ICE train. So the 406 DBBR there, very, very nice. Looking evil as it is with the red eyes, and yes, it is absolutely stunning. And yeah, I can't express to you guys how much I've been begging for this train to come into Train Sim World for so long, and it's just awesome. a massive bonus that it's actually for the first, going to be first for the brand new version of TSW. So, let's have a look at the control system, ladies and gentlemen. So the control system has been upgraded, and this is for PlayStation, for Xbox. Now, here today, here at JF Wise Gaming Australia, we're going to give you the insight on what the controls, Locomotive Controls interface will be for the PS4 as well. So just bear with me for a second. Okay, so here we go now with the control system. So this is the upgraded control system, ladies and gentlemen, for Xbox and PC, Steam, that like myself, that I use. But going on the PlayStation 4 now. So the increase throttle is R2. The R1 button is for pause in the clipboard, I do believe. So yes, or no, decrease throttle. Oh, okay. Decrease throttle is also, decrease throttle is R1. Clipboard, I do apologize, is the options button. And you got the map, which will probably be the touchpad, I say, for the PlayStation 4 owners. Now, decrease will be the L2 button. L1 would be increase. Increase brake is L2. L1 is decrease brake. And then the acceleration for R2 and R1 to bring that acceleration back. Reverse gear up. Reverser, like the reverser, gear up, gear down, is the D-pad for going up. Reverser gear down is for going down on the D-pad. To the left of the D-pad will be the open the doors to the left and close, and so forth with the right D-pad for the open and close doors for the right side. Now, rotating the camera is the R3. So yeah, zooming up and down and pressing the horn. You press the the left side of the joystick in, and up and down to zoom in and out and so forth. So it's pretty similar to what it is now. If you're playing on PlayStation 4 with TSW 2020, so the controls are sort of really haven't changed. So to improve your controls, to improve control and allow players easier access to the game's features, we have included a new control scheme. The seamless combination functions and removes the pop-up menus in driving modes. Simple one-click control reduce the number of buttons push required to do things to like open doors. This means you will enjoy driving the trains much more relaxing way. For those who prefer the current train, for you guys that prefer the Train Sim World 2020 control layout, fear not. We have also included the classic control scheme. So the way you play the game now on Train Sim World 2020 with the controls, the way they are set out now for you people on PC like myself with the keyboard, mouse, and controller, fear not. It's all the same. Okay? And for you PlayStation 4 and Xbox, all the controls will be the same. So you will have the classic option of what it is right now on Train Sim World 2020. So you guys will fear not. You would have the perfect skill set still. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick to what I know. And that's just... Anyway, here's some pre-drive information that we can have now as well. You can see the new layout of the time up the top here is now digital. And it's more digital. It's like more realistic now, which is pretty cool. Loading passages. You can see it's more polished now, if I can say that. This looks smaller than what it normally is. You can see that this is a new layout though. See just here, this will be the percentage of the grading, I do believe. And then you got all these different types of things here in the... Yeah, it's definitely changed. This control setup just here. So here's another one here, the pause screen. So this is a pause screen. This is like the clipboard. So this will be your clipboard. So column depot and Aken HBF platform 9. Tells you the date, Thursday the 29th, July 23. Tells you what it has, BR406, and so forth. Tells you the amount of carriages it has. Tells you the weight. And it tells you the meters of how much the length of the train is. So very nice. So that's the weight, 442.8 tons. And then that's a really heavy train. So yeah, that gives you another one there. Another beautiful photo here, ladies and gentlemen, is telling you in 53 kilometers the stopping location at Aken HBF. On this one, as you can see, the train absolutely speeding along there. You can see the blurriness. That is a pretty much norm for when you on a hyperspeed train, and that's 248 kilometers, ladies and gentlemen. This actually tells you, I think this is actually the I'm not sure what that would be actually. That's very interesting, but anyway. This is the gradient just here. So this is the gradient. See, it's going up. So 1.10 gradient going up. That means you have to have more sort of like what can I say? You have the acceleration on more. Don't have it on nothing, because if you don't have your acceleration on, that means when you're going up a hill, you'll lose the speed. So have it up a little bit. Not all the way though, because you will definitely increase your speed like even more. But anyway, the brand new HUD for Train Sim World 2, we have changed the layout of the HUD, making crucial information easier to see at the glance while driving. This includes clearly defined reverse direction and throttle, larger display, change to brake grades, and how to show the percentage level, and the AMP power meter that shows a clear readout. This combines a useful upgraded icon for onboard safety systems and door status, means that you have all the information you need to for precise control. So it's a new easier format, if you want to put it that way. Now, as you guys are aware, because I'm so good at the game Train Sim World 2020 now, I like to actually turn this interface off most of the time and just keep flicking it on and off to just keep checking stuff like signals and speeding front or how long it is to get to a station. So I like to flick it on and off and keep it off as much as I can along my trips, as well as give you other awesome camera angles and so forth throughout the way. And as you know, I'm using CIFA and stuff like that now, so I've got to keep my eye on that as well. So usually when I got it off, I usually have to look at the screen, just make sure that when the CIFA button light comes on, I just acknowledge it, and yeah. So that is all we got time for our latest information video for Train Sim World 2020, for Train Sim World 2020, sorry, Train Sim World 2. So don't forget, we have some amazing brand new videos that we have done over the last, because I didn't have the internet on for the few days that I didn't have it. I was actually still doing videos for Train Sim World 2020, and I managed to upload all those to the channel. So there is 11 brand new videos that I've done over the last week for Train Sim World 2020. Probably a bit more actually, just because there's a few that I did earlier in the 1 week ago. So there is a fair new lot of new video content from Train Sim World 2020, as well as my SIFA driving that you will see from the DB trains. So from all of us here at GF Gaming Australia, this has been our latest information video. We will bring you brand new videos again this week. This video was done on Monday the 27th of July 2020, and we will be bringing you some more information this week as soon as it comes to hand for Train Sim World 2. Don't forget, we will be live on launch, and we will be doing a hell of a lot of gameplay, so you have come to the right place for all things Train Sim World. Click that subscribe button, support our channel now. We're a non-profit community-based channel. That we're the little guy. We're trying to get to the 1,000 subscriber mark. We're not a hardcore, real, like, full-on, like 500,000 subscriber or 50,000 or 100,000 subscriber channel. Like, we're the little guy. We got a hell of a lot of great content for Train Sim World on our channel, with over 350 TSW 2020 videos on our playlist. And don't forget, we've got a playlist for Train Sim World 2 also in play now, as with our announcement video and all the information videos we've done so far. My name is the Aussie Rambo. I am your locomotive enthusiast for Train Sim World 2020 and Train Sim World 2. We will see you on our next information video for TSW 2. Until then, I bid you a good day. Stay safe and stay healthy, world. Bye-bye for now.